What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the creative process. I'm so excited to be back doing these videos. I know it's been a couple of weeks, and so, man, my apologies for that. Life has been life in these past couple of weeks, and so, we've had sick kids. It's been a busy season on the creative side. I'm still trying to figure out how to do all of my creative stuff with Rise, our nonprofit, and then I'm also working part-time for an organization called South Texas Alliance for Orphans, where I connect mentor families to kids who are aging out of foster care. It's just been a lot. We've started talking about festival stuff this week, so just been a lot happening. But I do have some good news for this, because I have really wanted to continue doing these videos, and I've wanted to work this into my schedule. And so when I first started this, I didn't really have a schedule. I was just like, you know what, I got to start. There was just a conviction on the inside of me. I started doing this thing last year. I started having the idea of wanting to do this last year, and I was like, man, this year I cannot go into it just trying to wait for everything to be perfect. I would rather start and then adjust as I go and just figure things out as I go, instead of just waiting for everything to be perfect. And so we did that. We launched some episodes, and we've done things from reaction videos to whatever we've done, and it's been fun. And so, as I knew, what would happen, we are now adjusting to keep this thing going and learning along the way. And it's just been really cool. It's been an awesome experience. And if you didn't know, I started trying to do this about a year ago. And there was a podcast space that I was looking at. We actually recorded some episodes. And because I couldn't stay there were some different things that had shifted around that time. And because I couldn't stay there, I didn't want to put out the episodes that I did already. I was like, man, I don't want to put these out and then not have a space to record. So I kept those. And now, since I've started in my car, I'm like, you know what? I may as well release some of those episodes because they're still relevant. And so that was at another podcast studio. Shout out to my friend Cody Ford with Worthy People. He had his podcast set up and everything. And so I recorded just a couple of episodes there. But since then, I started in my car, and I actually love this vibe. So here's what's going to happen. I'm going to release the ones that I did at Cody's studio, and I'm still going to do these. And here is the good news. So over the past couple of weeks, I have connected with another studio. Shout out to Nate Gunn Studios. And I'm going to be there every other week recording. And the way that we're recording segments. And so I can say without a shadow of a doubt that at least one time a week, I will be uploading videos, and that is exciting. We have it on our schedule of when we're actually going to be recording every other week. And so it is so exciting to say that. And I'm still going to be doing this format because as I started this format this year, I really kind of fell in love with it. I was just like, man, it's just kind of intimate. I love the aspect of this, of just being in the car and talking to you and reacting. I'm in the car all the time, so this makes perfect sense. But then it's going to be really cool to have conversations in a studio with just people that I love, people that I admire, people that are in my circle, artists and pastors and people who are just in our lives that are pouring to make this thing happen. Remember, creative process, we are processing art, faith, and culture. And so everything behind the movement, we're going to be doing some BTS stuff, some behind the scenes footage, which I'm excited about that. My wife and I are going to California for a booking that we got in about 3 weeks. And so because I have this format, I'm able to take the camera with me, take the phone with me, and we're just going to get some behind the scenes stuff and just upload that way. And so you're going to get like a mix of both. You're going to get this, and you're going to get the studio conversations. Sometimes those conversations will just be me and you. And then sometimes the conversations will be with friends, pastors, artists, business owners, people that are pouring into us as we're making this thing happen with Rise, with our creative agency, with the platform that we're building. So I'm so excited about that. Y'all, it's happening. I think the biggest takeaway for me from this experience has been, hey, start it and then adjust as you go. Some people start and then they don't adjust, and so they're on this trajectory of things going sideways. For me, I started this thing and now I'm adjusting as I go, and I'm glad that I started it this way, because now you're going to get both. You're going to get this, you're going to get studio conversations. It's going to be awesome. And so I'm excited. There was a guy who, I think he said it was on Instagram or something like that on one of my posts, and he was just like, yeah, podcasts generally don't get past episode 10. So if you do that, then you're, among the elite in the podcasting world. And I'm like, okay, I kind of took that as a challenge, because at that point, I think I was on like episode 7. I think I had just uploaded 7 videos or something like that. And I was like, yo, we are definitely going to do this. And now that we have this thing scheduled, I'm really excited about the possibilities of all of this and where this thing's going to go. So y'all stay tuned. Again, you're going to get a couple of videos from Cody's studio, and I'm so glad that I'm at a place where I can drop consistently now, because it's consistently on the schedule, which is another thing I learned. If you want to do something great, it's got to be consistent. And if you want to do something consistent, it's got to be on a calendar, and you got to be committed to that process of putting it on the calendar. And that is exactly what we have done. That's been a hard area for me to learn in, but we're learning, we're growing, and we're committed to this platform. We're committed to success. Thank you for joining me on the journey, on the creative process. Let's get it, baby.